All right, y'all. In a year and a night full of hip-hop moments, this is a big one.
You're telling me. The Grammys Salute to 50 Years of Hip Hop aired on Sunday, and Questlove introduced the last act of the show, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
I grew up idolizing these two from my hometown of Philadelphia.
In case you're sitting there going, yeah, so? Well, let me explain the significance of this moment to you, okay? Now, Questlove is not just a Grammy winner, he's an Oscar winner. He won an Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature last year.
And the winner is... Woo, I hope this is right. Summer of Soul, when the revolution could not be televised.
Yeah, I don't think I need to tell you what happened right before his category was announced, now that you see who was presenting the category. But apparently, according to what Questlove said on the Tonight Show the next night, he did, and then didn't.
I really wasn't aware of that. It's weird to say.
Questlove said he was meditating when Will took to the stage to hit Chris.
Yeah. So when I opened my eyes, I didn't realize, why is everyone so quiet? I literally was not present for that whole entire moment. And as I'm walking to the stage, I'm kind of putting two and two together. And I realized that was a real moment, maybe 3 seconds before I spoke words.
I could logically pick Questlove's story apart, but I also logically understand why he would want to, get the narrative out there that I didn't see it, because it shut down any future possible questions about the incident.
I can still see Questlove's eyes.
Will said in his apology video 4 months later that even without a word spoken, he saw that Questlove was not a man just making his way to the podium to accept his Oscar in that moment.
It really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment.
Oh my God. Thank you.
It's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient.
7 months later, Questlove was put in charge of producing a 14-minute tribute to hip-hop within the Grammy Awards this year. And days prior, rumors started swirling that Will was going to be taking part, which would hint that, Questlove wasn't holding any outstanding grudge towards Will.
I did see that DJ Jazzy Jeff was part of it. Is Will part of it too? Fresh Prince part of it too?
Okay, I'll...
I think Questlove was reluctant to address it when E.T. asked him about it because I think he thought, it's going to become about that instead of, celebrating hip-hop tonight. But I think he realized there's really no way around this.
I'll let you all know, he was literally 99.44% in, but they started shooting Bad Boys 4 this week, so he couldn't make rehearsals, but he agreed everyone wanted to be a part of it.
As it turned out, 9 months later, Will would get a second chance to take part in a Grammy Salute to Hip Hop as part of a 90-minute special. So instead of being part of this 14-minute segment on the Grammys, Will and Jazzy Jeff got 8 minutes all to themselves on the show. And many called his performance, a return to form of the Will we once knew. And certainly contributing to that redemptive narrative was the man who should have the second biggest beef with Will over Oscar night, introducing him.
As a fan, as a friend from way back in Philly.
Yeah, Questlove has been very meticulous of how he's addressed publicly the slap. And you could say that was out of respect for Will and Chris. I think it was more Questlove really, controlling the narrative from here on out. Will had been added to his Oscar win narrative. And by continually talking about Will as part of the Oscar win, would have just, continued to pull focus away from, hey, I won an Oscar. So I think he was very focused on, let's talk about me and this Oscar win. I think that's completely understandable, totally appropriate for him to do that. So yeah, if you're going to try to say that Questlove's, intro at the Grammy Salute to Hip Hop was, pure coincidence or an obligation, I think Questlove's saying,
as a friend,
there's no chance you could misread what Questlove was saying without actually saying it. Yeah, what do you think?
The incomparable, the amazing, the legendary. Get up! DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince!